Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for. A follow-up video to my earlier video today because it's New Year's Day and I'm totally procrastinating. And that is to find a beach that's as white as the whitest beaches in Australia. We found that there is no whitest beach, but rather about three beaches that are equal to each other, and they're all in Australia. And I'm using my local beach down here, Waterloo Bay, as a beach to compare with, and they were just as white as each other. So you zoom in to this point here. We're using National Map because it's got better resolution. The colour is just too. This beach looks yellow in on Google Maps. It's something wrong there. I don't know. Google Maps is not consistent, basically, is what I'm saying. So we've gone and we've searched overseas for a beach that is as white as the whitest beaches in Australia, being Hyamins, is that how you pronounce it? Whitehaven Beach, both of those are in Queensland, and Wilson's Promontory National Park here in Victoria, near Melbourne, which I'm using as the litmus test here. So we zoom here. It's not a wide beach, so we've got a little bit of white sand that we have to zoom in on. Try to ignore the yellows again and just zoom in there. And what we have is virtually, it's almost the same. It's as white as each other. I've got to say Boracay is possibly even got less yellow in it, but a little bit darker at the same time, maybe a little grayer, because this one on the right seems brighter, but in a slightly more incandescent way. It could be down to resolution here of the photos too. We'll go and check out this other beach down here. You're very similar, not much there to look at. Now we're going to go up to the, what was it? The Whitehaven Beach now. Here we go, Whitehaven Beach. The other one that I was using as a comparator. Alright, here we go, very similar to Waterloo Bay. Zoom right into that white patch, and once again, it looks identical to Waterloo Bay. It seems to be a little bit more incandescent, but not as grey. It's like brighter, but not as white at the same time. They're all very similar in Australia, and the other one was I don't know how to pronounce this. I was saying Hyman in the last video. New South Wales, not Queensland. Here we go, and this is the same again. Once again, we've got a lighter beach, but somehow slightly more incandescent. So they're all identical as the whitest beaches in the world, and Boracay, very interesting. I would say, honestly, looking at them like that, I'd have to say it's as white. It's equal whitest beach in the world with the top three from Australia. So well done, Philippines, the only international place outside of Australia that has a beach that is as white. I'm sure you can. Comes down to splitting hairs, but that's where it is. It's a very popular destination in the Philippines, renowned for its white sands. And I don't know why it wasn't Googling as one of the whitest beaches. Anyway, that's that video for today. See you later. Hold your horses. I have actually gone and checked out something else I thought might have some white beaches. So we go back to our litmus test here, Waterloo Bay, down the road from me. Well, not down the road, a couple of hours. There we are. Zoom right into that white spot right there on Waterloo Bay. Now, I thought, you know what? Tasmania. I've been there and rang a bell about the time I went down to I can't even pronounce it, Freycinet Peninsula. And I thought, I know the East Coast has some pretty white beaches. And you know what I found? Another one, just as white as the whitest beach. There's a nice white patch right there. On a par with all the other whitest beaches in the world. So we've got 3 in Australia, plus this one, that makes 4. And you can even go 5. This is probably a more famous beach due to its beauty surrounded by mountains, and it's just around the corner. Here it is. Look, this is a zinger. Because I'm on, I'll make this screen big. Wait a minute. There we go. Because I'm on national maps, I can do 3D. See that? You go for bushwalk from the town over here. Over the hill, there's a bushwalking track. And you see this beautiful beach called Wineglass Bay. And I went there, and I don't recall it being as wide as it is, but it's right up there, equal with the widest beaches in the world. So that makes 5 in Australia and 1 international. Well, 1 in the Philippines. Put it that way. So that's your view. It's a spectacular beach, and let's go and do the zoomaroo here to compare it with Waterloo Bay, which is what we're using. Find a white bit there, somewhere like that. Zoom right in, and hey presto, just as white. So we've got 5 beaches in Australia, and Boracay in the Philippines is the widest beaches in the world, and that's it. It's the only reason to be proud to be Australian or Filipino. But apart from that, there are no white beaches like this. See you later.